It is absolutely gorgeous sunset tonight with Malulaba in the background behind us. We are gonna have, I think, one of our most challenging mini passages ever, strictly because it is about 60 miles to the entrance into Wide Bay Bar. It is just after 5 p.m. High tide tomorrow isn't until 10:30. You do the math, if we try to arrive by like 8, that's like 3.6 knots, I think. Hopefully no one will double check me. But it's really hard to get the boat to go that slow. So if we put the sails out, it's so rolly that they're just kind of open and flapping. But that at least gets us down to around 2 knots. So we're gonna do that for a while, then we'll keep the engines on. I don't want to motor, basically idle, because I don't feel that's very good for the engines. So we'll kind of alternate. Go really, really, really slow, engine on. Really, 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 really slow, engine on. See how that goes throughout the night. It is very early in the morning right now. The clock just ticked over about 3 a.m. That's bloody early, and it's a pretty boring shift, to be honest. The winds had died completely during Amy's shift, so she actually rolled into Genoa for a while, and we were just literally bobbing in the ocean, which worked out perfectly because that took our speed way down. And the swell was pretty calm, so we've been in worse anchorages, so that was kind of nice. The wind has swapped around. It was on our starboard side when we left, it's now on our port side, and I was able to roll the Screecher out now, and we are doing a little over 4 knots, which is pretty slow, but that's the name of the game for this little passage. And we are well on track for making it into the Wide Bay Bar exactly when we want. The Wide Bay Bar is considered one of the most dangerous on the eastern coast of Australia, so it was important to time things just right. We'd chosen a light air day for the decreased swell and wanted to cross an hour or two before high tide, so we'd have water under the keels and the current and the waves would be moving in the same direction. We found the Wide Bay Bar. We are literally entering the pass for it right now. We've got all of our life jackets on. Everything looks pretty calm, but better to be prepared. Yeah, now we're gonna have some fun. The sandbars are constantly shifting, so we contacted the Tin Can Bay Coast Guard and got updated waypoints for the path on in.
By the way, I think they call this the Bad Mile.
The Bad Mile?
The Mad Mile.
Why do they call it the Mad Mile?
Because it's such a long stretch in over the bar. It's a mile, I'm assuming. And we just hit like 10 feet depth a few seconds ago, really.
And we're within 2 hours of high tide, I think, so it's just pretty shallow.
It's pretty shallow. Just a shallow spot there, because now it's back down to 15 to 20. But that was
It's kind of hard to see. There's a wave just kind of rolling in right in front of us. Fortunately, I think the swell is probably about a meter, maybe 1.2, so about as good as it gets out here. Woo! Little surfing. What'd you think of the bar?
Bar was good. Not too shabby.
A little wishy-washy.
Yeah, especially towards the end.
Yeah, but no breaking waves, so that's always good.
Where we were, there was like this big shallow spot just off our port side on the second waypoint, which was pretty nasty
gnarly looking.
Gnarly looking.
Yes, definitely gotta miss that. So
yeah.
Looks like we were the first boat in this morning, and there are 3 or 4 others following behind us. So
yeah,
we're blazing the trail.
We are headed to probably Gary's anchorage on Fraser Island today. So a little relaxing pit stop tonight, and we'll see where we go tomorrow.
Yay, exploring time again.
Yay.
Slight break from boat projects.
Yay!
Once inside the bar, it was nice and calm. We got up to Gary's anchorage, and I decided it was time for the inaugural flight of Phoenix 2. After 2.5 years and over 200 flights, we retired Phoenix 1 and upgraded to a DJI Phantom 4. What's going on up here, babe?
We are at the meeting point of the two tides in the Great Sandy Strait.
Going north along Fraser?
We're going north along Fraser, and we've been with the tide so far. It's been pushing us like a knot and a half. And we're at Boonlai Point. And that's where the tides meet. So we're not, our speed over ground and our speed through the water matches right now, but eventually it's gonna be pushed back. We got through the worst part at the rising tide, and that was good, the shallowest part. So yeah, chugging along.
So tell me what the plan is for the next few days.
The plan is we are going to head up Fraser Island and anchor off Moon Point or somewhere on Platypus Bay, and then today's Sunday. And then tomorrow, Monday, we are going to move up to the very north part of Fraser Island. And then early Tuesday morning, we will leave Fraser Island for Lady Elliot Island. And this is exciting because Lady Elliot Island is the first island in the Great Barrier Reef.
Woohoo!
Yeah!
We're finally gonna make it!
For the next few days, we have really calm weather, calm swells. So, it should be pretty good to get out there.
Unfortunately, the weather decided not to cooperate, and the wind and swells soon picked up. That would have made going out to the Great Barrier Reef incredibly uncomfortable. So instead, we decided to take our time on Fraser, hanging out, flying the drone, and getting the paddleboards out. On the bright side, the increased wind meant we would be able to roll out the sails for the quick 180 nautical mile jump up to Keppel Bay Marina. Our freezer still wasn't working right, and I'd ordered a digital thermostat controller and compressor speed control board as the next step in our fix-it process. I also moved our autopilot compass sensor, which had been experiencing magnetic interference from our new battery wiring. Once those projects were completed, we set off for Great Keppel Island. We are on the move again. We've been kind of slowly bumping our way up the eastern coast of Australia. Kind of working on projects and stuff. Haven't really been feeling all that inspired to film. But fingers crossed, I think I've got everything on the list done.
Not everything, but a lot.
Nothing is
The important
always done, that's true. But, where are we going?
We just left Keppel Bay Marina and are headed to Great Keppel Island.
So we're actually gonna get out and have some fun again, huh?
Yay, fun!
Hell yeah. So, this is hopefully going to be the first time we're gonna get a chance to test our new diving gear, right?
Yes, that is the big hope.
Yeah, I guess that's all we need to say on that one.
Okay.
Amy was super excited about trying out our new dive gear. So as soon as the anchor was down, guess what I was doing?
What's going on out here?
Well, today is officially the day that we're going to test out our new dive gear.
Yay!
We've been on the boat for a very long time, so it's kind of embarrassing it took this long. But we figure we're here at Great Keppel Island. The water's pretty calm right now. We figure we just do a quick jump off the back of the boat, test everything, make sure everything's all working, and then if we feel comfortable, we might move around. We'll point back behind me and go actually dive a little reef or something like that.
Woohoo! Very exciting.
I know.
All right, let's hear it.
It's a good thing we did the test because we realized we didn't have enough weights and couldn't do a dive both at the same time. So rather than move and go diving, I went drone flying. We are still here at Great Keppel Island. Been here for a few days, just catching them on videos, blog posts, all that fun stuff. But there is there's a road on the island. Ooh, a resort. Apparently there's a road going to the resort, so we're gonna go check it out, see if there's anything interesting to see on the island. Ready to go walking?
I am ready for a walk.
Whoa.
Ready? Let's go.
That's a lot of excitement. I like it.
Hey, somebody ate a coconut. We appear to have found a lookout, kind of over the beach. How's that view behind you, babe? Pretty good. Can't quite see Starry Horizons. She's down that way somewhere.
Tucked around the corner just a touch, huh?
Yep.
Well, gives you an appreciation. We've hiked up a little bit.
Oh, we have.
It's been a while since we've done some hills.
Yeah.
Did you find a shortcut?
I guess so.
Hey, you.
Hi.
Found the resort?
We did. These cute little cottages. Yeah, small. But like we can see into the cabins because the curtains are open and the doors are glass. And
Do I need to start calling you a peeping Amy?
Peeping Amy. They look really nice. They're cute. They have little kitchenettes. I would stay here.
Hopefully a slightly easier way to get here than the hike we just did, though.
Yeah, and I bet sunset here is gonna be awesome because we are what time is it? 4:30?
Yeah, around there.
Something like that. So facing west, and it's gonna set over all these. Actually, that's the mainland, I guess. It's really nice.
Taking a different way back.
We are. We found a shortcut. We didn't find it. The guy told us about it because he was very nice. But instead of going up and over the spine of the island to the first lookout, we get to go up this little hump.
And what did he call it?
He called it a goat trail.
So
you know what?
we gotta be goats, huh?
There may be goats here. I have seen some tracks that I'm not an expert tracker, guys. I don't know what they are. I should have asked him. He didn't know about the peacocks though. So 1 point Amy. All right, let's go be goats. No falling for this video.
Hey you, looks like we found our beach again.
We did find our beach.
I see Starry Horizons out there.
Starry Horizons is right there.
And there's a few more dinghies up on the beach, but I think ours is still there.
Yeah, it kind of looks like a little dinghy party over there.
Woo! Well, short little walk today, but that was kind of fun.
Yeah, it was good.
We've got a nice, gorgeous sunset behind you back there. Well, that's probably really bright. Let's, there it is. Great Keppel was a nice, relaxing stop, but we were due up in Cairns about 500 miles to the north by the end of the month for the first meeting of the wonderful Sail to Indonesia rally. That meant we had to keep moving. We are setting out on a relatively quick passage. It's just gonna be an overnight, about 100-mile sail. We've been hanging out at Great Keppel Island for a little while, having some fun, doing some hikes, paddleboarding, all that fun stuff. And it's getting kind of cold, so we are making our way north. Gonna head up to, this is called Middle Percy, another little bay cruiser hangout. Apparently there's like an A-frame house where a lot of people go in and kind of leave their mark. So we'll go check that out on our way north. We got into Middle Percy okay yesterday. It's a very rolly anchorage right now. I thought it'd be a bit more protected since the wind's out of the southeast, and it looks like this should be a relatively protected anchorage, but it's so rolly I think we're going to be leaving this afternoon, continuing heading up north. But there's a little stop up on the beach we want to go make first. Well, 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 what do we find here?
We made it ashore, and this is the A-frame.
The A-frame, huh?
Yep.
Like famous amongst cruisers?
Famous amongst cruisers.
Any particular reason why?
Honestly, I have no idea. I mean,
that's always good.
It's a building. People started leaving things. You can actually get a yacht club membership, I think, for like $150 for a lifetime membership, and it goes towards, I would guess, maintaining the island. I don't know. I'm not sure if it's a national park or what it is. I don't know enough, guys, but there's some signs over there Let me go read some things and learn.
Shall we go find things out?
Let's go learn.
Yeah. We didn't get the true social Percy experience, as we were the only cruising boat in the anchorage. But the A-frame was fascinating, and there were lots of signs left from boats who'd come before. We even managed to find a few familiar names. What have we learned about Percy Island?
So there was this guy in 1964, Andrew Martin, who leased the island and fostered the cruising culture synonymous with Middle Percy.
That's pretty cool.
That is really cool. So,
I mean, when you look in the A-frame, there's stuff going back decades in there.
yeah, there's stuff from the 1980s, which is really amazing. And like, there's this open fire and kind of a like, I mean, there's just a ton of amenities here for cruisers. There's water tanks that fill in the wet season, and you can buy honey and fruit. And there's a homestead like a 2-hour walk that way, but. Yeah, this is pretty flippin' sweet.
And it is a national park though, right?
Yeah, so the lease expired in 2010. So now the island's a national park, and I would guess whoever lives at the homestead is like a park ranger or something and maintains things. But yeah, I mean, it's open for use, and they say just clean up after yourself and contribute a little, whether it's cleaning or money. But looks pretty clean to us, so we're gonna contribute a little money.
Since we planned to set sail again in the late afternoon, we still had a bit of time to explore. Where are we off to now?
I'm hoping we can walk over to the lagoon.
We can see from the boat, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's like a little creek, but it's almost low tide, so it's probably gonna be pretty dry.
Found what you were looking for?
Kind of. I mean, we have a nice view over the lagoon here. Or the entrance to the lagoon, I should say.
Yeah, you can definitely see those waves rolling in today.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty narrow. Like, the Google Maps view has boats in there. Like,
Our size boats?
I think so.
Crazy.
Yeah. But if it's almost low tide and you have a 12-foot tide, I might be able to see that.
Yeah, maybe. I gotta say, it's kind of cool being here. You can just kind of feel that sense of community from all the cruisers who've been here over the decades, and yeah, it's kind of cool that, you know, we're just the latest in a long line of people. And I think Amy's gonna work on trying to make a little something to leave in the A-frame. So we'll see what she comes up with, and yeah, you guys will have to keep an eye out for it. Let us know if anyone ends up coming here and finds our little mark. Hey y'all, thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video. We were so disappointed not to get out to the Great Barrier Reef. The wind and the swell just would not cooperate for us, unfortunately. So, gotta save something for next time, I suppose. If you would like to read a little more details about all the different islands we stopped at on the way up the coast, I'm gonna put some links down below to our blog, where we've got a lot more information down there for you. And for anyone who follows on our tracks up to Middle Percy, we would love to have you guys look and see if you can find that little plaque we made and take a picture and send it to us. It would be so much fun to get that later on. We are headed to the Whitsundays next, and they were absolutely gorgeous. So make sure y'all stick around, check that out. We'll see y'all next time.